Yo, this your boy Wild here, man. This is my stripper stories. Stay tuned, cause I'm finna give you the business.
What's up with it, wild hair? Welcome to Stripper Stories, man.
What's the word, buddy?
Man, let's start off with, well, they're gonna know by the title or whatever, but you are a famous promoter in these Fort Worth, Dallas streets, man.
Well, promoter slash manager slash event thrower now. I
Right.
done went all the way up from different levels, from DJing to where I'm at now.
Thanks. Let me ask you this: what is your thoughts on the modern day stripper nowadays?
They lazy.
Okay, break that down. Like,
Modern day strippers now, they twerk more than they work the pole. For instance, like there's a difference between dancers. And a lot of people don't understand that because they throw money. But a lot of women are lazy on stage where to a point where they shaking their ass, but they twerking, but they not using the pole to entertain. So I'm known for a dancer to entertain by her skill set than twerking and shaking that ass.
Now, you've been in the game for how many years?
Not like 30, 25, 30 years.
Okay, so you know it in and out, up and down, round and round.
I was there when females had to get a male escort.
yeah,
And so, as a promoter, can you describe what that job actually entails?
Because you got to deal with the dancers, you got to deal with management, you got to deal with customers, and you got to deal with finance, right? So everybody come in that want money, but at the same time, I got to make money. So you're dealing with dancers that comes in there with a bad attitude on a period, um, don't have faith in themselves, don't have a skill set, was forced to be there, and then you're dealing with managers. You have certain type of managers. Now, I never seen a manager never the dancer. Never seen a manager never the dancer, and that's deep. I done went from GMs to floor managers to all kinds of management. It's like a world of drama that's mixed in one night. And at the end of the night, you got to leave with a bag. Everybody.
right. Not to throw shade on the dancer at all, but this is a question I've always wanted to ask. You pull up the strip club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you get there a little bit earlier enough, you'll see a couple cars in there, but then there'll be a couple cars outside, but then there'll be like 60 girls in there. And I'm like, where are all these girls' cars? How come the dancer doesn't have a car?
So how far back are we going? Are we going back in the
We're
Uber
going.
days, or we
We're
going
not.
back?
Yeah, no, we're going. We're
Well,
going.
no Uber.
We're going now. Like
Now,
now.
now you have Uber, so it's an excuse because right now you don't need a car, and you can finance yourself to a point where you don't need a car.
Right.
But back then, them hoes getting dropped off, and they getting dropped off by their boyfriend, husband, friend, or somebody they.
Right. But it just seems to me like you going in there and you're making this crazy bag every night. You could at least you have that one female that got it all together and she gonna pull up in that Corvette, or that you know what I'm
Top
saying?
dogs.
Yeah.
Right.
But then there's a lot of women who's getting they still walking out of here with at least 100,000 a year,
True.
and they still don't. Do you think there's any more psyche like to that or?
Well, I'm gonna say out of my years, and I say 25 to 30 years, right? I met 5 doctors, and probably about like 3 or 4 nurses. I ain't talking about the online nurses. I'm talking about like really there to work and get up out of there for their scholarships and
Right.
be a mom. But it's like I don't know what the hell they do with their money because they make a serious bag, but then come back broke.
Right.
And it's like unacceptable. But women with money, they shop, they do all kinds of stuff. So do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Buy niggas. They don't know. Women buy niggas.
Right. That's facts.
They get pimped. A lot of people get pimped, and a lot of a lot of that money don't be theirs. The pimp sent them in there.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a dirty game.
Right. What is your thoughts on the pimp? Do you think it's a necessary part of the game? Do you think it shouldn't exist, or what are your thoughts?
Hey man, shit. Black man getting money, that's the way to get it. But at the same time, as me growing up with number sisters, no brothers, you know, I'm gonna say it like this, because hoes gonna be hoes. You know, if they hoes, let them get paid for it.
Right. Do you think that the man should come in there and take the money or manage it, or do you think it's necessary?
Anything necessary.
Okay.
So, just for example, you got a whore in there making 1,000 a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's she's gonna do with that 1,000? That's the question.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a man to direct that 1,000 to the right point, or the right reason, or the right whatever. She might got bills, she might got debt, she might got all kinds of, but it's something that comes in there that they have a goal, and sometimes the goal gets switched. It changes due to the fact of who the person they meet as a client.
Right. What's the craziest thing that you've seen in the strip club being a promoter?
The tampon getting cut, stuck all the way up in their coochie, and they still go out there and dance. So at one time at Peeping Toms, and I'm talking history, Peeping Toms, I had a Satique type of client, right? But back then, you get lap dances for $20, right? $20 lap dances. And this dude had on all white. Imagine.
Yeah.
She's on her period, right? So the tampon's all the way up in there. But you gotta understand, a coochie's still gonna be a coochie. So she's rubbing them hard.
Right.
So his whole area, where his groin area was red.
Dang.
And we had to end up refunding the customer and also paying for some new pants. Right then, because he had to go home to his wife.
Right. Was he upset, or what?
No, it was after his wedding, so we had to get him the perfect suit, the perfect pants that would match the jacket. Just imagine that.
And how much did that run y'all?
It cost like $1,200.
Right.
And people told him, and Omar was going nuts. And she was fired.
She was fired.
She was fired. Did y'all like implement any new policies or any rules after that happened?
Well, the policy still was the policy. It was just the fact that dude had on all white. That's how we looked at it.
Right. Dang.
Some people can't wear white, man.
Some people can't wear white.
You can't wear white.